Hello guys, it's Adam here, and today I am going to play driving simulator, but not actually playing, because I am going to show you how to grind in that game from getting only an Audi TT to owning every car in the game. So step one, what you need to do is to buy an Audi TT. It's like there's three choices between the Mustang, the Beetle, and the Audi TT. Choose the Audi TT one because in this game top speed is most, but in some part handling is important. But if you're driving just like 130 miles an hour, because where you start 135, handling is not much of a concern. And to grind, all you have to do is go into the downtown race. The downtown race is the best and most effective way to get money. Sure, you will lose get only 2,000 cash, but this race is based on a lot of corners, and I'll show you all the shortcuts when I'm driving. But because of that, I'll drive this car, and I'll show you what the time you can do it with my skills if you drive in this race. So what I have here is a fully upgraded Audi TT with the race engine, with the quad turbo, with the slicks. The race, like, the handling doesn't affect much in this case. And then the vented brakes is the vented race. And I'm going to show you the time when it's time to race. Okay, so I'm now racing, and this is how you drive in this race. You go here, and there's like some fog, but I don't think that's a way, but I think you can see it clearly. You go here, this is the shortcut. You turn here. I just beat in the lanes already. Then you go here, then you turn here. But the wire of my microphone is like interfering with the arrow keyboards. I don't use WASD because I'm right-handed, not left-handed. But you turn here. Then if you can just go here. But I'm not gonna take the risk. But this is the least risk of a shortcut at the start area. So far, I'm on first place, which is very unexpected because basically I'm racing with like an Aventador, and I know that car can go under a minute, but this thing not really. But with my driving skills, I think you can just reach it in 1 minute and only 3 seconds if you're lucky. But I'll check first. Wait, yeah, with very good skills you can get 1 minute and 3 seconds. And you say it's very fast. Is he talking about me or not? But I just beat the heck out of that Lamborghini Aventador, and that's not even like a proper starter car to jump with from this thing. And you do that race all over again until you grind for the next car, which is the step 2. Step 2 is to get a Corvette, and I don't have it in the main account, and I got it in my old account because I want to save money for upgrades for my laboratory NOIRE in my main account. And this is the car you're grinding for, and as usual, fully upgraded. But there's another race you can do after you fully upgrade this thing, and the race is the all around the world race. But you can get the race tires, but basically when you're in this race you can just drive fast, and turning is not like one of the important thing about that race. You still need winter race brakes, but I'm going to do it. Like, I'm going to show you the time, but why I'm asking you to go from a big jump, the reason you go for a big jump, because there are sometimes you can win because skills is key, and some people they tend to crash even with their hurricanes. So I'm here with hurricanes, and I bet that I might win to prove these 3. Start today, and then this is it. He started 1 day with this, and I want you to start away and get a better car. But sometimes you need to rest because you might get addicted a lot, and you get the laboratory phone for only 1 day, which is can make you have to wear spectacles, and you have to turn here. And when you're driving this Corvette, you have to go to the inside lane as much as you can, because at any speed like that, top speed is not really enough to turn so much. But like that Jasper, which is too fast. And when you're driving with this car fully upgraded, you're expecting to get 1 minute and 2 seconds. For me, at least the fastest. And I think when you turn, you might not want to use actress because this is waste. Plus, you never know when you try something like give up or that grip. Then you turn here, and I thought that I got second place, but I'm going to go here. Alright, I got first place. I won by a Huracan, surprisingly with the Corvette. And I'll show you what's the next car I want you to grind, which is nearly $10 million, I correct. Step 3 is to get the McLaren Senna. But here's the catch. The fully upgraded Corvette is faster than the stock Senna. I'll show you the proof. You go to garage, performance, engine, go to stock. Because I know that I don't upgrade any of the turbos. Because I want to burn that before the car. And it's 225, which is 5 miles an hour slower than that Corvette you just saw. Fully upgraded. So you better use that Corvette. Fully upgraded, then you grind for like 200,000 cash, I don't know, and 159,375 cash. And I know the formula because race engine is 0.1875 times the price of the whole car. And when you upgrade it, then you're good to go for ditching your Corvette. And another is like the Lancia Stratos, but Ronwood I think might be a better choice. But you can upgrade for the tune engine, but even you upgrade to the tune engine, you're 1 mile an hour slower than the fully upgraded Corvette. And the Pro engine, you can do it, but I just recommend sticking to the race engine. And I want to show you the time, but I don't have any money. But expect only 58 seconds, like 56 seconds for the fastest. How I know this because my friend did it, but I'm just going to show you how to grind from getting an Audi TT and buying all cars for the game. And I'll move to the next car, which is either those three. You go to garage and cars. Okay, so there are 3 choices of buying the fastest hypercars. That is not the Bugatti NOIRE because that thing is 10 million. And that's the biggest gap from the most expensive to the second expensive. This thing is only 3.4 million and that thing is 10. And enough talking about that, you have 3 choices. The Mazda RX 500, the Boreal cars or the Bugatti Chiron, and the Koenigsegg Jesko or the Kangen Smart. Basically, this Mazda right here, fully upgraded, which is 0.75 times the price of the car, fully upgraded for the race, but I don't know about that, maybe 0.8 something for the slicks, and you get 1 mile an hour faster than that Jesko, and also more handling. You don't get the acceleration of the Jesko, which is 2.3 as its fastest. And compared to this thing, maybe the fastest like 3 seconds or 2.9. And basically in this car, you don't do it on the dock quarter mile, but you do it around the world and downtown. Another option, which is here, the Bugatti Chiron. This is a monster in top speed, but you got to know that the handling is quite low compared to this Mazda and the Koenigsegg Jesko. That's what you need to know. Where the pros are at the around the world race. Yeah. Well, this thing is about any race except the dock quarter mile and the area 52 quarter mile. And this thing is like an all-around the car. And basically in this car, if somebody is better than you, you might be better than him or her in other races. And you fully upgraded it as usual, which is the 0.75 times the price of the car for the upgrades. I know that formula. And for that, all upgrades when I'm talking about before, maybe we'll talk after step 4, which is here. Before we move to step 4, I'm going to show you the time how fast can I get in around the world with that Kangen Smart or the Koenigsegg just go waiting for everybody else. 3, 2, 1, go. We're in this race now, and I've successfully loaded all the maps before I try to benchmark this car. And in this part, you have to go slow down and turn. In other cars, like that Corvette, you can just turn at the first lane and you go onto the second lane. But this thing is quite hard to turn, and that Chiron's already overtaking me now. And I kind of regret getting the Jesco because top speed is more matters than handling in around the world. But this is an all-around car, so don't expect the Chiron be the king of all the races. But are you really in? 40 seconds. So in this is where the point that you need to focus quite a lot to get good in this race. 51, 51, 52, 53.06. This is my time, but if you say something like you cannot get under 53, I did. And there's a part that I got 51. I just said before, but I want to show it because it's all picture, it's all screenshots. And some you will say some like screenshots are like the liars. Like you race with your Chiron and you change to a Jesco with that thing on the front, and I think that's impossible. But this is the last car you need to grind for step 4. So step 4 is like the last car you need to grind, which is this Bugatti Levator Noir. And in this car, like it's quite fast, and it is 10 million. This is basically like a very hard point of car, like. And there are some even can go under 50 seconds, but the fastest I went is 50 seconds with this car, of course, because there's no way I'm gonna get fast times with the Jesco. And I'm going to benchmark it too, but this is where like you need to upgrade the tires first rather than anything else, because this thing is quite hard to handle, because this thing has a very monstrous top speed, but bad handling. So I recommend you to fully upgrade the tires to a race, not slicks, but the race ones for better grip, and then you turn easily. Because if you buy this car for top speed and buy the slicks for the extra top speed only 1 or 2 miles an hour, you wouldn't get any. You wouldn't get any much more speed. That's how you know. How I know this because I checked the menu. 29, 50. Really close. So here, 51.1 seconds. It's the step, but it's like the fastest I went for this thing so far, like this map. This server. And the fastest I set it for 50. But so some of you might say that this is the last step of being the king in driving simulator, right? The answer is wrong. That's not finish the game. In fact, you might complete 30% of the whole progress when you just fully upgrade that Levator Noir, and that's it. It's like completing the main mission and then you do nothing about the side quest. And basically, this is step 5, where this is like the beginning of where the step like most people stop, which is to fully upgrade the cars that you have, which includes the Audi TT, the Chevrolet, the Senna, and either of these 3, Mazda, Jesco or Chiron, and the Levator Noir. You buy all the upgrades that you haven't bought yet, and that's not even the finish. It's like 35. Like, you're not even close to actually finishing the game when you do this. You still have like dozens of cars left, and I might need to calculate all to see how much you like need to grind, and multiply by 2.6625. I'm saying this random number because that's like the car and the upgrades, which means that not even like the max upgrades. It includes all the upgrades like the tune engine, pro engine, race engine, like this. And this is like more you understand. You buy the race engine, then you're done. You should buy those tune, pro, and race engines. What you should do, and the price will be 13,428,312.5 cash if you choose the Mazama or the Jesco, or 13,617,062.5 cash if you buy the Chiron. Wow, it's too much. And even with that, I think you're like 40% completed, or even 30 to 40% completed. The last step for the cars is to actually like buy all the cars you haven't bought and multiply that by 2.6625, and that indicates all the upgrades, including the tune and the street and like every upgrade you see. Like yeah, you just saw before, and that costs you around. Are you ready, guys? Because the price of all the cars that you will pay like everything that you bought like doesn't count, but what counts is every car you then bought and all the upgrades. And get ready for this. The car, all of that cost is, you need to find it, 112,551,862.5 to 113,084,362.5 cash. Oh my gosh, you to buy everything in this game that doesn't even include painting like this thing, you need more than 100 million cash to complete this game completely. But even with that, you didn't even complete the game. You still need to do some things after the next step. Step 7 is to buy all the game passes for 1,247 Robux, and that gets you VIP. Includes 15% more credits per mile, 50,000 bonus credits, unique chat tag, and exclusive VIP limo, and I don't know how much does it cost, including all those upgrades: tune engine, pro engine, and race engine. All paints that gives you paint your car in any RGB color. It gives you only 12 colors through 16,777,216 colors. You get from only 12 colors in a year, which is like quite limited, to 16 million. Who needs 16 million colors if the point of this game is just to race and get 100 million cash? Another one is radio, which means play your favorite music on the road. And there is like the UI here. Just here. You can put stuff and you get a radio pass like that. And the last is incognito mode, which means hide yourself from other players on the map and play anonymously. I don't know how this works, but it's up to you. You want to pay it or not. But if you want to finish the game at every way possible, just buy it as much as possible. Like, buy it. No mercy for your Robux. And the last step of all, step 8, is buy an Xbox One or an Xbox Series X. It's true. Why would you need this Xbox to just play Driving Simulator? The reason is only one car that costs 25,000. Is this Megabox console exclusive? You can do that on your emulator, but it might not work because Xbox One X is quite powerful enough. And you need 16 like to emulate it properly, because the Xbox One has 8 RAM and you need 16 like to make it work properly, and you also need a strong CPU and graphics card to emulate like before. And since this is a console exclusive, and when you get it, you have 25,000 cash for that car only. So that means with everything upgraded, like including pro engine, race engine, 66,562.5. When buying all the upgrades. And I think because of that, like this is the VIP only. Like when you get that VIP, I think you might get like at least 50,000 or 100,000 to fully upgrade it, including the parts like before. And because of that, and just like that, you've successfully be a pro at this game, like for good. Like you bought everything you got here, but for the $100 million part, that thing, it's from December 2020, like the last year of the decade, and I don't know if there's any changes. But remember, if you want to keep everything, like all the parts for that car, remember to multiply 2.6625 with that the cost of the car that you saw, and because of that, and I recommend you to grind even more so that you can even like fully upgrade everything faster. And the more cash you have, like it also have the more chance you could fully upgrade everything on the go. Like when the car is expensive, you don't need to grind more again. So that's what you should do. And remember, you can race at other places when you bought of racing at the downtown race or around the world race. And because of that, thank you guys for watching. Come on, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Fun fact. To finish this game, you need 126,593,275 cash. Includes coloring cars, primary, secondary, rims, gloss and tint. Price of all VIP limo upgrades are unknown.